Prior to the outbreak of the Clone Wars, two Jedi Knights, Cato and Falon Grey, were forced to land on the planet Kamino, where the native Kaminoans healed a badly injured Grey. During the Jedi's recovery, the Kaminoans took a sample of his DNA to create in 22 BBY two Force-sensitive clones called X1 and X2, and held them in secret on Kamino. Later that year, both clone troopers were part of the Grand Army of the Republic, fighting in the Battle of Geonosis. They were assigned to train younger troopers in warfare tactics due to their elite fighting abilities. During the final stages of the war in 19 BBY, X1 and X2 were assigned to Jedi Master Ferroda's training outpost on the planet Tatooine to train new clone troopers. However, the training was cut short after the discovery of Confederate recon droids inside the outpost, in which X1 and X2 duly defeated. Despite a Confederacy invasion, both troopers were successful in helping fight their forces, allowing the Republic to gain the upper hand once reinforcements had arrived. Immediately prior to the Battle of Coruscant, they were later summoned by Supreme Chancellor Palpatine to the Galactic Capital for a special award ceremony and were awarded medals for their bravery. Both X1 and X2 then joined the Republic forces in space by piloting starfighters and battling separatist vulture droids, before they were joined by Jedi Knights Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi, who had arrived to rescue the Chancellor. On the planet Cato Neimoidia, X1 and X2 were both fighting separatist battle droid forces of the Trade Federation alongside Jedi Master Ferroda, while the Clone Wars was nearing its end. When a message from Coruscant was received by the clone troopers, it was the Chancellor ordering them to execute Order 66 and kill Ferroda. Although the Jedi Master was not easily defeated, eventually he was killed by X2. During this period between 17 BBY and 15 BBY, after the Galactic Empire rose to power, X1 rose the ranks of the Imperial military, serving the Empire during the Galactic Civil War. X2 defected from the Empire and also survived an attack on his life from X1 during an operation to eliminate the Jedi Master Ferroda Grey. Between 2 BBY and 0 BBY, X1 oversaw the asteroid-based Imperial facility that was used to assemble and transport super laser components to the first Death Star. Commanded by an Imperial captain and overseen by the Force-sensitive clone X1, the facility was targeted by the Rebel Alliance. In 3 ABY, X1 was present at the Battle of Hoth and commanded the Imperial-class Star Destroyer Avarus. He was confronted by his brother X2, who managed to infiltrate his ship, while the rebels escaped from their base. The two of them had a duel in which both survived and escaped the vessel before it was sabotaged by X2's rebel squadron. After the Battle of Endor a year later, X1 became an Imperial warlord by attempting to form his own Imperial Empire. However, X1 lacked the knowledge of the dark side of the Force to truly know many of the secrets of the dark art. In order to help himself find this knowledge, he amassed a sizable Imperial military force, including a fleet of Star Destroyers, one Executor-class Star Dreadnought, an array of TIE fighter craft, armoured ground forces, and many troopers. During this period, X1 established a base on the outer rim planet of Dathomir, where he conducted cloning experiments. However, X1 abandoned the cloning facility, and the native Night Sisters eventually attacked it, but were both defeated by X2's Grey Squadron, who arrived searching for his brother. X1, in his search for knowledge of the dark side of the Force, travelled to another outer rim planet called Jun, where a former stronghold of Darth Vader's by the name of Bass Castle was located. X1 felt it was possible secrets in the dark arts were held inside, and he declared himself a Sith Lord. Upon declaring himself a Sith, X1 shaved and tattooed his head, and his eyes glowed red as a result of the corruption by the dark side. Inside Bass Castle, X1 now used a red-bladed weapon, and he created a holocron in which he kept his personal information. Not satisfied as simply using Bass Castle as his new base, X1 began to plan his domination of the galaxy, and so he and his fleet travelled to the volcanic world of Mustafar. There he built a new cloning laboratory and set up a new base of operations with the intent of creating an army of cloned Dark Jedi. In an attempt to confront X1, Luke Skywalker visited Mustafar, but was captured by the Sith Lord to be used as the template clone for his Dark Jedi army. The New Republic arrived and attacked X1's Imperial fleet orbiting Mustafar, with X2 intent in rescuing Skywalker and destroying his brother, arrived with his troops on the surface. After several deadly skirmishes between X1 and X2, the two brothers clashed upon a mining platform for a final duel. Fighting with lightsabers and using various force powers against each other, X1 was defeated after he was impaled by his own lightsaber and stepped back over the platform's edge to his death into the lava river below. Subscribe to the channel for more Legends Imperial videos, and please leave a like and a comment on your Star Wars views. Thank you for watching, long live the Empire, and as always, may the Force be with you.